Okay. I think we're live.
Let's see. And we're live. Yep, you got it. We're live. Perfect.
Okay. Guess we're live. Okay. We're live here at Samsonite Bricks, and we've got special guest, brother from another brick.
What's going on, guys?
It's not going to be anything crazy because I'm just testing StreamYard today as a new, streamer instead since Google Hangouts is gone. And I'm going to work on the new August 2019 Lego Batman set, Batwing and the Riddler Heist. And I'm just going to get chat set up here. I don't know if we're even going to... I don't know if we'll even get anyone in the chat. Oh, I guess the chat shows up on StreamYard too, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it does. So
Yeah,
the side of it or whatever.
Let's see.
I think we'll get some people in. I shared it on my community tab. Hopefully it helps. It usually takes like at least 20 minutes before people see it. So
yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, it's showing up there. So I don't even need my tablet on, so I'll turn the internet on that off too.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so that should help with the reception.
Hopefully YouTube makes something where it's like a better streaming service. Like I know YouTube, you can go directly live from like your phone or your computer, but it's just not as professional, you know? You can't really add people to it if you go directly from your phone or your laptop. So, we have 4 people watching, so you're doing good already. So,
oh, that's good.
92 seconds, 4 people. Yeah, you're doing well. So, yeah. There's sometimes I don't even get 4 people in 92 seconds.
Yeah. I was going to post Instagram, but at the time I wasn't certain. So actually, I'm going to go back to post that. Oops, no, not that internet. Second. Okay. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this set pretty much just for the Shazam figure.
Yeah, the Shazam looks pretty cool. So,
the police car and Gordon. And I mean, I actually have a lot of nostalgia for Lego Batwings because I almost was able to get the original 2006 one. Like, I think it was like 2010. I passed up an opportunity to get it at it was sealed, and it was like a department type store that would sell different. It was like one of those department stores that get things like at the end of their shelf life, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I guess kind of like a Sears. I'm not sure. I don't know how to describe it in America because we have them in the store in Canada, but I don't think they have them in the States. So the chain, basically. Anyway, I think it was like $30, and I think it was like a $50 set back then. I'm not sure. The original Batwing. Anyway, so when they released the 2012 sets, and they had the original, the Batwing and the Joker helicopter, that became oh, okay, we lost BFAB. Didn't even notice that. Okay, well, we're gonna try to get him back. ITS Brick or It's Bricks. Hey, welcome. Oh, there he is. Okay, what happened there? Probably because I turned the internet back on and was posting a picture.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, it's probably because I turned my internet back on my phone to upload that photo. Yeah,
no, I keep getting phone calls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was on mine, but it was on your end.
No. Yeah. People keep calling me today. I don't know why. I usually don't have people calling me. You have It's Bricks in the chat. What's going on, It's Bricks?
Yeah, I already said hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, say that if one day your phone rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when did I lose you? Because I was telling you about the Batwing, the old one.
I think you said that you had the opportunity to get at like a store that sells stuff at the end of their life or something.
Yeah. So like basically it was $30. I think in Canada originally it was $50 to $60.
Yeah.
And this was like 4 years after it had been released.
Oh dang!
And
You totally
at
could have
that
got it,
point-
man.
Well, like at that point I didn't have a lot of money, and I was only really buying sets based off of Star Wars and stuff. And actually, it might have been 2009 because like I only really started to want to get Batman the original video game when I like in 2009 towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think by that point I missed it. And I regretted it. And then they made pretty much a re-release of that set in 2012 because they did the Batwing and the Joker helicopter then. So that actually became one of my favorite sets of the year because it was a cheaper version of that set, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, and then like, what I think every time they've made a Batwing type vehicle since then, I got it. So like they did the Dark Knight Rises version, and then they had one in 2014. Oh, I didn't get the one from last year with Batwoman though, so guess it's not a complete collection.
So you got to go back and get that one if it's still in store, right? Or you're just going that one.
I don't think I'm going to, just because like I feel like the better this one. Size-wise, and Batwoman's in the Batcave, which I'm hopefully getting shortly. And I don't care at all about the villain that was in that set, so.
Brother Eye, right?
Yeah, and like that little blue guy with the mohawk.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know any of these characters, so like Brother Eye and that whatever character, or I think it's Omak or something. Yeah, I don't really know anything about
that. No, I don't know any of them either. So like, it's funny though because I have been. There we go. I have been kind of going back into DC recently because like I got the Batmobile a few days early, the new one.
Okay.
And then I ended up getting both the January sets earlier this week. So the Bat Sub, which I had been planning to get the Bat Sub for a while anyway, because I wanted to get Ocean Master to put it with the Aquaman set from last year.
Yeah.
From the movie. And then I ended up getting the Batmech sets just randomly. I don't know why. It was one of those spur of the moment type things that sometimes.
Well, might as well get as much Batman stuff as possible, right?
No, well, I actually ended up taking apart a bunch of my old Batman sets recently. Because like I decided that pretty much besides the figures, I didn't really care about the sets, but I'm not going to sell them because like it's really hard to sell some of the sets without figures anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's better for me to just not sell. So like I took a page out of Greg's book, and there I put them back in the boxes because I still have pretty much every box I've ever had in storage. So I put them back in the boxes there, and they're actually on the bottom shelf of this black shelf in the background. See if I can put it down there. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So how was Rick Fair last weekend?
It was okay. It could have been better. It was an experience that I was fine, going to and hanging out with people, but overall it was just okay. It wasn't as fun as Philly. Philly was where is that? Philly was amazing. Rick Fair Virginia was honestly really boring, but it was fun meeting people. So
yeah, it looked like I watched some of Ryan's vlogs, and it looked like that he had a good time at least.
Yeah, true.
Did you get to see him?
Did I get to see Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. The thing is, like, they were sitting all like by like the Rebel Lug table, and Ryan's a good friend of mine, whatever. But he was hanging out with a certain group, and he's like, "Hey, want to join us or whatever?" And I'm like, "Nah," like they were all like, the Rebel Lug table, like, "Oh yeah, come here, talk to us," basically. And I'm like, "Nah, I'll pass." So I don't really care for like the Rebel Lug group, like or whatever they're called, Empire Lug. I don't know. I don't think Ryan's a part of it though, but I like Ryan and Matt, those guys. But other than that, I really don't care to hang out with the other people. So
Yeah. Matt as in the Berkwiz, or
yeah.
Yeah, I
He's cool, so.
yeah, I like his the details that he puts into some of his mocks.
Yeah, he's talented. He's a talented kid. So, well, actually, he's not a kid. He's the same age as both of us. So,
Is he like? I thought he was older. Yeah, I was like, oh.
I think Matt turned 20 in May. So.
Oh, okay. So actually, wow, man. Okay, it's just weird to me to see some of these people. I'm actually like older than them, even if it's like slightly. But like, I'm like, wow.
How old you're 20, right? Like, what month are you born in?
Yeah, December. So
Oh, December. So you're gonna
I've
turn
only
21 in
left.
December. What
Yeah.
happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can start drinking, right? Or can you drink younger in Canada? I said at 21 you can start drinking.
I can in the States, but in Canada it's 19, so I've already been legal for 2 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. What's going on in the Lego Geek?
Oh, hello. Hi, Beef Ab. I know he's trying to say Beef Ab, but I don't know if he.
There's an inside joke. Yeah, it was an inside joke thing. Yeah.
Okay. I do really like this Commissioner Gordon figure. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, they put a lot of detail on him. So
I feel like because like they're kind of taken from different eras this with this wave because the 80th anniversary, right? So like to me, it almost feels like this Gordon's supposed to be like the Dark Knight trilogy version, which I know they already did, but I think this one's done a lot better. So
agreed. Yeah, for sure.
Because like it's only really in that trilogy. It's only really in that trilogy that he's got brown hair. I think for the most part he's older with like the gray hair from the Lego Batman movie look for the most part.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I do feel like that's probably what it's supposed to represent.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then like because like in this Batwing.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, the Lego Geek wants to know what you're building.
I'm building the new Batwing and the Riddler helicopter set from DC. And I'm a tremendously. I find it funny every time Greg's like how he's a slow builder.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we had this conversation already. I think I told the story of taking 2 days to build the UCS Slave 1 while my friend built the UCS Snowspeeder in half the time. Or like in a third of the time. So.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty slow, but yeah, that's true.
I mean, the problem was we were talking and I got this and paying attention.
That's fair. Didn't you say it was like used and it didn't come with the bags, or am I messing something up?
Yeah, it was used and it came in bags. Yeah, and so it wasn't sorted. It was the almost 2,000 pieces just spilled out on a table. So yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's harder, clearly. So I guess that's more of a good excuse.
The Snowspeeder was like that too, though. So, but the Snowspeeder also has a lot less pieces.
That makes sense.
I gotta say, I'm really pumped for the Friends set. Actually, no.
They did a good job with that one. I was surprised with like how much details in there, and they clearly did a better job than with the like other ones they've done in the past. Like, so.
Yeah, like I really like the Big Bang Theory set, but from a few years ago. But I feel like this one is a much better representation of a TV show. Because like that one, is just like it's like a box kind of, whereas in the show it's a more fluid and angled design.
Yeah.
So like with this set, they built it on angles too, and the curves and all that it would have in real life. So I like how it's much more accurate to the in-universe location. And I also like it. I honestly do think it's one of the best valued sets of the year. When you look at everything, price
Yeah, for
wise.
sure. $100. Well, at least in the USA, it's $100. I mean, $60 for 1,000 something pieces, right? So it's a great deal.
Yeah. And then, like even 90 here, because like, I want to get the two Lego Movie 2 sets eventually. They're $90 here. One of them is actually about to go on clearance at my Walmart, so I'm probably gonna end up picking it up in the next week or so. The Dream House and Sweet Mayhem Starship.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
want to get
Awesome.
both of them, but they're both $90 in Canada. So Sweet Mayhem's ship has 500 pieces, and it's the same price as the Friend set with 1,070.
Yeah. I think that it's the same.
And
Let's see. I think it's 70 in the US for the Dream House and also 70 for Sweet Mayhem. So
yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing. I think we're gonna find when the Friend set comes out. I think it's actually probably there's a chance to me that it's going to be 70 in the States, and it's just been it was a mistake because generally there's not generally sets that are 60 in the States and 90 here. That doesn't like it. The exchange rate.
Yeah, but I feel like
unless
you
go ahead.
Sorry, I keep getting a little glitch. So that if I talk over you, that's like why.
No,
I don't think that the press release would be messed up that badly. I don't think that Lego would screw up that badly, but you never know.
I do remember the Lego Movie 2 sets. Some of them, the prices were different from what they were originally announced as, though. So I don't know if it was on Lego's end or if it was just the site that published them. Because I remember specifically they claimed that the introducing the Queen set with like the little one with Sweet Mayhem and the horse version of the Queen. They said that was going to be $9.99 in the States. So it was going to be the same price as the Space Squad, and they also said that the Thricycle was going to be $10 in the States. So I was really excited because I was like, I get that awesome Sweet Mayhem figure, and at the time we thought that the horse was the main villain, right? So I was like, we get two of the two main villains for $12 in Canada. That's a great deal, especially because Lord Business was so hard to get the first time around. Aside from the figure and then I went to buy the set and it rang up as $24.99. I was like, well, that's because it's not a very it's not worth that price at all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What did I do wrong? Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the subscribe, Lego Geek. And thanks for sharing the stream somewhere. I don't know where he shared it, but he said he shared it, so.
I think he shared it in our group chat thing. There's like a gigantic group chat of people, and I think he might have shared it there.
Oh, okay. How many do we? Yeah, we just got 2 watching right now, so. But that's fine. Keep getting texts sent through the thing, so if anyone hears a ding, that's what it is.
You're popular. So
no, it's a shared laptop, so it's actually not even text for me. So.
Oh, okay. So for ideas, I went on Shop at Home's website and I looked at the Friend set and it's $60 US. So I'm pretty sure they got it right.
Okay, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still even at the end of the day, even if it feel like technically then we're paying more in Canada than we should Unless maybe next year that's what the exchange rate's going to be. Maybe because like there were new price updates this year. Like last year, a set that was so like last year, those little Lego Movie 2 sets that are $9.99 down there, like Benny's Space Squad, those would have been $12.99 here. But this year, they've moved up $1 to $13.99. So the prices are changing ever so slightly because of the I can only assume because of the trade stuff that's going on. I don't know if that's the reason why. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, and on those sets, it's only $1, so it's not that bad. And I don't know if that's the reason why collectible minifigs went up $1 here. It could also be that because the parts are now coming from Denmark, the quality's gone up. So I actually don't mind paying an extra $1 for the quality when it comes to blind bag figures.
I mean, that makes sense. So, yeah. In the USA, it stayed the same. So, I mean, we never know. Disney Series 19 might end up being $5 a piece. You never know. But I don't see that happening. Yeah.
Well, like, because for a long time, we had the same price. For a long time, it was $4 in the States and Canada.
Oh, okay.
So
really?
That's what I mean. I think they just realized that the price hadn't changed. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the, what is it? I really hope that the DC series is true. Like, I trust the people that said it's coming. I hope it's real.
Getting another phone call.
All right, BFAB's gone for a minute, so hopefully the stream doesn't die in the meantime. I gotta say this police car is actually longer than I thought it was. I knew it was like really thin, but the lengthwise is kind of surprising to me. Fun fact: this is the first thing I've known since June 1st, which could sort of indicate, but I just have a lot harder time making videos now with my work schedule. And that's why videos, you know, like I'm not taking where I'm traffic on my videos. So most of the time, if I'm live streams, it's when I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So. But I hope to. I just ended up uploading it because, like, a lot of people, you want to upload reviews as soon as you like. I managed to get the Batmobile and the entire Lego Movie 2 wave a few days early, but at the end of the day, I ended up reviewing them, even though that was the main reason why I bought them, so I could review them early. But then it just hold them, and they were reviewing them. The Lego Geek says it's extremely laggy. Well, I hope it doesn't say like that. And at the Lego Geek, I would recommend. Well, I don't know if I can recommend this complete. We'll see it. It's getting better? Okay. That's good. How do we get a chance to join the stream? I'm just gonna wait till BFAB comes back, and I'll make sure that we'll. It wasn't really supposed to be like a invite thing, but possibly. What goes on here? Some of these. And now I've kind of completely lagged behind in building because I've been talking so much. Daniel says sup back. Next stream possibly. I mean, who knows? Like we could. Daniel says no. I don't know what the no is to. If you want to elaborate. BFAB should be back in a minute. He had to go take care of a phone call. But anyway, sometimes I feel like if you can't review the set as soon as possible, like it just kind of becomes irrelevant. And it sucks that it's like that, because there was a time when on YouTube that everyone just reviewed sets, didn't matter. I personally prefer to review older stuff anyway, that like not a lot of people who will watch the video have in their collection at this point anyway. That's why I kind of wanted to do. Originally, the intent of the channel was to just do like throwback stuff, and with occasional new stuff mixed in. So we'll see. I have some stuff coming to me very shortly. 2 little pieces that I'm going to add to my collection very shortly that I am going to do a video related to them when I get them. It's pretty much something I've wanted to add to my collection since 2010. So I'm very excited about that. What are you building, Daniel? I am building the new Lego Batwing. And so far I've just built most of a police car. And I, depending on the connection, don't know if I'm going to finish the whole thing on the stream, because I don't want it to get laggy and get messed up on me. This is mainly just to test StreamYards as a means to do group streams since Google Hangouts ended a few weeks ago, apparently. Do I collect the modular buildings? No, I'd love to, but up until last year I was pretty broke, and but when I wasn't broke, I was buying. Oh, it's ending in October. Okay, I don't know. There was some stuff in the last few weeks about like last streams, and I don't know. Anyway, it's ending in October either way, so we need to pick up we need to learn what our options are, I guess, because I really don't want to see these community live streams go away, because I really enjoy them. And I honestly, that's my favorite part of being part of the Lego YouTube community, is the opportunity to interact with other fans that are passionate about the same types of things I am. Because I know a lot of us don't have a lot of people in our lives outside of, outside of our YouTube channels and the friends we made online. A lot of us probably don't have our lives that are that share our passions, So, do we know why they're ending it? I don't. Comes back. I wasn't really aware it was ending until someone brought it up in stream. I gotta say, this police car is almost done, and it reminds me a lot of even though it reminds me of the police car they did our set years ago for The Simpsons. So we're up to 4 people watching now, so that's awesome. You might think that's not awesome, but for a channel that's really small, like mine is at the moment, that's pretty good. Thank you for watching so far. Come on. BFAB should eventually be back. Half Bricked Films says hello, everyone. Thanks for this. Thanks for subbing. I really do appreciate that. This is why I need BFAB back, because it's a lot easier to keep track of the chat and build when you have someone who can keep track of it. So hopefully he's back shortly. But so we got okay. Missed something here. The beloved beef of many abs. Okay, I know there's some kind of inside joke there. He hasn't responded yet, but he told me that it was. He keeps getting. Someone keeps calling him, and it might be. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let him deal with that. Hopefully he's back shortly. But in the meantime, we've completed the police car here. Well, once we get the wheels on here. Do stop motions done with mocks I build. Ever feel like checking out my channel? I will check that out. I am building the new Batwing DC Batman 80th anniversary set, mainly because I wanted Shazam, but this police car and this Gordon figure are pretty great too. So at least there's something there. I created the beef ab thing. It's just fun to say. No, you don't have to stop saying it. I just wanted to know what the story was behind it. I think he comes back shortly. Yeah, this is already a lot better. Some of us at the end of May, and I hosted it. We had no one in the chat except a cousin of mine. So I am glad to have people active in the chat. So now we're on to this. Is like this is the only thing in the set that I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan. We've just had some Lego DC over the years, and especially an abundance of, which it's just weird, because we had the Joker helicopter in 2012, which was green and purple. Then we had the LexCorp helicopter that was green. And we had the green LexCorp helicopter from Batman v Superman a few years ago, and now we've got another green one, which also at the same time seems to rip off the '66 Batcave design. I hit the like. Okay. Well, thanks for joining anyway, Half Bricked Films, and thanks again for subscribing. Lego Geek Hangouts group. Thanks. Hopefully we get some more viewers in here. Like I do like some elements of the, like I think this is my favorite. I it's I like towards time. It's one of the masks from McDonald's, like Hamburglar or something. To me, that's what it looks like. It just doesn't really. It looks really seedy, and it doesn't really look like what I think of when I think of the Riddler. So anyway, we've got that figure there. Let's turn it down. Got a better view here. So we've got Marvel Productions says sup too. Well, sup back to you. We are building this Batman set, and we're waiting for BFAB to come back. Hopefully he does shortly. Just because it's not as fun streaming on your own. Like, you know, the chat is there, but it's not as fun not talking, actually, like physically talking to people. And right now I'm just seeing if Brickster Stevens says hi. Hi. I wanted that set. It seems, you know, I haven't finished it yet, so I can't 100% validate whether or not it's cool or not. I do think if in particular has been the best Batman wave they've done in a while. So take of that. I do like, you know, I have the Batmobile too from this wave, and I might bring it out later. That one's more of a great build than it is like this set to me is more about the figures, because we have an okay new Riddler, and we have a great Gordon and a great Shazam fig, but the other one just has standard Batman and Joker. So my phone is at 3%. Well, you should probably die. Yeah, this actually seems a lot like it's actually almost built in a similar way to the 2012 one as well, to me. With M&R, I'd like to be. I've streamed with them once or twice as like when they were letting people on at the end. Haven't really gotten a chance to stream with him again. I'd really like to. He's one of my favorite YouTubers in the community, because he just has a more him and Greg from Burkitect have much more different. Like, I'm guilty of being in the same crowd as like Just Too Good and Ash and Flash. They make great content, but like it's not very personal because we're always behind the camera. And right now, I'm behind the camera. I want to eventually be like Ryan and Greg and be more out there and outgoing, but for now, same. I've talked to him, but he probably doesn't remember me. Well, you never know. You never know. Yeah, so I actually had an interesting experience with Lego's customer service this week. But I'm gonna wait till BFAB comes back to tell that story because I don't want to have to tell it twice. But basically, I've, in my 11 years of collecting, I've never had any real issues with any of my sets. But this time I did. This was the first time it's ever happened, really. I knew it was only a matter of time before it did. So. Okay, so we've got this there. Ab Beef come. Yeah, I hope he comes back. Like, I mean, there's no reason why he wouldn't come back because we had, I might still be on the phone. Who knows? I assume he's gonna come back. I'm just glad last time we streamed, we got cut off in them about 30 minutes in, and we had to redo it, restart it. And then what happened there was that we got on for another 30 minutes, and then we got cut off again. So it was kind of crazy. But this time we haven't seemed to have any real problems, and we're about 40 minutes into the stream. JK. No, when BFAB comes back, we'll talk about. If he isn't going to come back, then I'm probably not going to have anyone else on. Just because generally I just do streams with people that I've talked to before. But if he's back and he knows you, so maybe we'll give Cindy an invite then. But for now, I'm gonna stick it alone. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't done a lot of videos recently, but I've been on a few live streams with people in the last couple months and done some collaborations. I did a podcast episode with EH Bricks for his movie reviews, and we reviewed Toy Story 4 together, and that was really fun. Although we had to do it, we recorded the whole podcast, and then we accidentally corrupted the footage, so we had to come back and record the whole thing again the next day, which was a lot less enthusiastic. So I feel like, unfortunately, the better review was the one that we did first that got lost. So. What we got here? It's just kind of funny. It's funny because like when we finally stream, something happens that messes up the flow of the stream, like a phone call because it wasn't even just the one. We got a call right before we went live, and then we got another call as we were starting up the stream. So. Yes, this pretty much reminds me, as we are in the helicopter builder now, pretty much 100% reminds me of the 2016 one. Don't you mean what? Oh, would you like to be a guest on our online podcast? I didn't see that part. Maybe, I guess it depends on what it is. I only did it with EH because we were going to review films and that's kind of like what I want to do aside from Lego on YouTube is review films and make film edits and all that. I said, by the way, congrats on 40 subs. Well, that's wow. Thanks, guys. Let's work on getting it to 50. You know, you always want to keep growing. I gotta say, I'm really not enjoying this part of the build that much, and maybe it's just because I'm sick of helicopters being in Lego Super sets. Maybe, I don't know. There has been a lot of DC ones over the years. And especially with it being so similar to two other ones that we've gotten over the years, it's kind of boring. Make that 41. Oh, thanks, Marvel Productions. Only 9 to go. We need to get the word out. 9 to go. We record every other week if you'd like to join. I'll have to look for you. I'll look into what you guys are doing for your streams. But thank you for the gracious offer. Yeah, this reminds me very much of how the Lex copter was built somewhat like this too. So it's almost, to me, this almost looks like they just took the best looking bits of 2 DC helicopters from 2016 to make this one. And unfortunately, I have one of them. So contact me on Instagram if you'd like to. Okay, I'll look you up later. Okay. Stickers. What are you using to live stream with? I'm using StreamYard, which I've never used before, and was suggested to me by BFab. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think. The sound's good, and the visuals is like if the visual is good. We're just trying to figure out what to use after Hangouts expires, either if it already has or in October when it also might expire. Shoot, I hate stickers. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, no. Leonard Bricks says hello. Hello. Oh crap, I did that wrong, didn't I? So we've got the propeller, or the back propeller going on now. Dang it, I built this. Of course I did. Luckily, it should be pretty easy to fix. There we go. So now I can just put this on in there. So now we just build the top propeller, and we'll be done this build that I don't really care for. So I messaged BFAB and asked him if he was good, and it looked like he was going to type, like he was going to send something, but then it disappeared on me. So I don't know. You know, till I get news otherwise, he's coming back at some point. I mean, you know, you can if you want to. I don't want to like spam him, but you know, he might still be on his phone call for all you know. So because I think it might be related to his work, because I know that well, so we'll give him some time. Leonard Bricks, what am I building? I'm building the new Batwing and Riddler helicopter heist set from DC. I'm a fan of this stuff so far, but not a big fan of the helicopter, to be honest, because we get sorry important work phone call. I like understand. Like I said, I understand. You know, but you know, just good to know you're coming back as well. So there you have BFAB will be back, and the conversation here will be a lot better because it won't just be one person talking to responding to text, pretty much text with my voice. I do have a safe here for the helicopter to attempt to steal, and I do like it. So I do. I like the design, just what it looks like on a box. It reminds me a lot. There was a Lone Ranger set quite a few years ago. I used to like tend to get one set from every new theme for a while. Like if there was like a cheap set that had some interesting stuff in it, I would get it, and then I wouldn't have to really chase after anything else from the sets. I'd just get like this one that was kind of like a sampling of the theme. So for the Lone Ranger a few years ago, a movie that was critically not beloved, but I didn't hate it at the time. I got the Stagecoach set from that. That was the one set I picked from that wave to get, and I don't regret it. Yeah, it's not assembled right now, and I do have to reassemble it. There's a few sets from my older collection that I want to get reassembled. That one, I have some of the Agents 2008 sets that I want to rebuild desperately. So we shall see. When that gets done. What's your favorite Batman movie? Well, yeah, it depends on. There's certain. I don't have a favorite one per se. Like because they're all, for the most part, aside from some of the '90s ones, to me, they're all really good. I know that sounds kind of like a cop out. I do really like the Lego Batman movie, but I don't really treat it like a Batman movie. I treat it like a Batman parody because it is more of a comedic take. At the same time, I do think it's brilliant. I do think it's one of the best films to analyze what being Batman would be like for a character who's not in the best emotional state, like Bruce Wayne generally is. But I mean, I think it's pretty fair generally to say Dark Knight is my favorite Batman movie, and it's just because it works. It breaks. It doesn't really feel like a superhero movie all the time. It feels a lot like a crime thriller a lot of the times with a vigilante in it. So yeah, I really do like The Dark Knight too. Plus, Heath Ledger's still one of the even after all these years, Heath Ledger still is one of the best superhero villains superhero movie villains we've ever gotten. He's still better than most of what the MCU does. And plus, I've always had more of a special, like I do prefer Marvel movies to DC movies, but I've always had a special connection to Batman because my first exposure, pretty much to superheroes at all, was actually the Lego Batman video game, the original one from 2008. So, like the first superheroes that I learned about and learned about who they were was because of that game. So, and that's why that's also one of my favorite video games too. Get another sticker here. It said it's very heavy on stickers, so if you have an aversion to stickers, because I don't love stickers, but I'm also not one to gnaw on a set because it was designed with the intent to use the stickers to add detail, right? So like, I tend not to skip on the stickers because I think generally they do their job of making the set look better. Just about finished up with bag 2 here with the helicopter and the safe. Just need a few more pieces to go in here. So I do like that the safe actually allows you. I do really like that this safe allows you to open it, but you can lock it in place, and that's actually really cool. Because like the safe from the Lone Ranger set years ago that I have that reminds me of the safe, it did not have that ability. So that's cool. Do you like the Justice League movie? You mean like the version that Joss Whedon ruined? I like elements of it. I do really actually like the direction they took Superman in because I was never a fan of the moodier Superman from Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. I thought that wasn't the Superman that I had grown up with through other medias. And so I do like that they changed him and they kind of started to make a more hopeful Justice League. I also do. I really like Aquaman in his movie, and so I appreciate his appearance in Justice League, and I like the Flash. So I appreciate Justice League for the fact that it's still the only time that the Flash has ever been in a movie. BFAB's coming back. Let's get him in here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nope. I'm just finishing bag 2. That's what's going on.
Oh, that's cool. You know, it's funny. The day that I said I'm not busy is the day all of a sudden everybody wants to call me. So
I know. I was making that analogy. I was like, he said he's free always. I was like, he said he was free, and now it's funny. Now
now everybody wants to call me. So,
yeah.
Because like I don't know if you could hear when my phone was ringing. Could you hear when my phone was ringing?
No, I didn't even notice. I don't even think I noticed that you left at first. I don't remember if.
Oh yeah, because my phone was ringing. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I'm getting a call. So I think I've got 3 calls today. So
Yeah, in the last hour too.
Yeah. I'm popular. That being said, 2 of them were from my mother. She was like, what do you want again? And I'm like, this. And then she calls me back and she's like, let me in the house. I'm like, no. So,
I'm
yeah.
missing a sticker. I missed. I don't know where the sticker's supposed to go. Is it supposed to go on the back here?
So you gonna have anybody else join? I think you said possibly others, or no, or
Well, what's your friend Lego Geek wanted to join.
Yeah.
So I invited EH earlier, but he wasn't around. So
Oh, okay. Did you send him a message on Instagram? I mean, that might be the way to reach him.
yeah, I did earlier. I'll try him again. I have to use my data too, though, so I don't mess up the connection here.
Okay, that's fair.
Like
I just realized
he
this
said he wasn't
StreamYard-
home.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I said the StreamYard is draining the battery on my phone. I better plug this in right now. Let's see. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Leonard Brooks. I like the Superman parts, but I didn't like the villain. Yeah, no, yeah, the villain in Justice League was one of the worst villains in any superhero movie ever. Doc Samson. Oh man, BFAB is everywhere.
That's fair. I am everywhere. So.
But that's what makes him one of my favorites, is that he's willing to come on to small channels like mine.
Well, here's the thing: you make good content and you're cool. That's the thing, you know.
I make good content. It's been 2 months, so
that is true. But like when you do make content, like I think you left a comment on my video saying you're gonna make a top 10 DC video. You totally should, right? I think you made that comment.
Yeah, I did. I think I'm going to. I just, like I said in the comment, I only really, like, you put a lot of sets in there that you don't have. I can't really do that because, like, for me, if I included sets I didn't have, the video would probably just be sets I didn't have, because a lot of my favorite DC sets are ones I don't have. So
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm thinking of doing like 2, like doing a 10 DC sets I'd love to have, and then like my top 10 favorite, and then also kind of do that with like Star Wars and Marvel, possibly.
Do it, man. I will promote your video once you make it. So let me know when you. Well, I'm sub you, so I'll know when you make it. So.
Okay. I'm just gonna send EH a message here. Are you around again? Yeah, I missed a sticker somewhere and I can't figure out. Like, pretty sure sticker here with like a safe code on it. Like, it's got to go on the safe, but I don't know where it goes. So. Maybe on the back. Oh, it does. I missed that step. Okay.
You've already made a lot of progress since I left for a bit. Dang.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't. I was talking to the chat, but like. Besides, like, I wasn't distracted by having an actual physical conversation. I was just answering questions in the chat every once in a while.
That's fair. That works out. You're faster than me. That would have taken me days. Like, how many pieces does that set have?
490.
490?
Yeah, but there's still 2 eggs left.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that'd take me like 3-4 hours, you know? Like, I got to the hidden... Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just reading a chat comment quickly. What do you guys think is the worst Lego set ever? What's your opinion on that?
Anything Bionicle or Galador related. I don't know if there's like one in particular, but yeah.
Okay. I don't really want to rag on sets I don't have. It's just how I am. Like, my least favorite set that I own, I can tell you exactly what that is. It's the Star Wars Hyena Droid Bomber that you can, if you don't know what that is, you can Google that. It was just, I got it as a present, so that's why I can't really regret buying it. But it's like my least favorite set I own, and I'm never going to rebuild it. In fact, I actually like ripped it apart for parts earlier in the year when I was starting the channel and I was working on studio stuff. So,
Yeah. Is it like a dark blue vehicle or no?
yeah, it's like a larger version of something called a vulture droid that dropped missiles from the bottom of it. It was just it was very unstable. It was very flimsy, and pretty much even when the vehicle's not the best, one of the things you can look forward to in a Star Wars set is like one or two cool figures.
Yeah.
This one had nothing interesting about it at all. So like in terms of sets I own, it's the set that I have the least investment, like the least connection to. If I never saw it again, I wouldn't care.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, totally does. What was I trying to get at?
You were
I
talking
guess
about
on a set that I don't own, it has to be the. I mean, I do own the 2011 police station. I hated that for a while. It's because I was forced to buy it when I was younger. Like my little brother or my older brother, he's like, "You could get it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." So,
There we go. Years.
Ooh, Shazam!
It's funny because like, I never really cared about Shazam until the movie. Like again, like just to go through the games. The whole thing in March or something, and then this figure. So it turned out what's like
It's glitching like crazy.
That would have been like a small.
Yeah.
Just
I forgot today was Sunday until it was Sunday, Bill.
Sunday. I did not really enjoy building a helicopter because we similar to the 66 Batcave one, which is true.
Yeah.
It's extremely similar to the green helicopter that came to Superman sets.
Yeah.
Like there were some things in there that I could almost with certainty say was something like taken exactly from that build.
Yeah, so, Lego's becoming
like,
too repetitive with their looks of sets, you know?
Well, it's not always. I mean, like some things that make sense, like city sets, where they're pretty much just revamping the line every 2 years or so.
Yeah.
It's like I assume are we due? I don't, because I haven't been paying attention to the city at all recently. Are we due for like another standard line next year? This year?
Remember? Yeah, we're gonna get more police, more firemen next year. So
I know, but like sometimes they mix things up, So like last year we had mountain police.
Let's see.
So did we have regular police this year? Or did we have some kind of variant again? I feel like we just had regular police because I do remember. I know there is like a actually pretty sleek like $12 police car set out there right now.
Let's see.
I think it was normal.
I know this year we got the Sky Police.
Right. No. Yeah. That was an interesting concept.
It was or it wasn't.
It was, but it's not something I was interested in. But
I would get the sets if I can get them for 50% off. Like I like the sets. I thought they were okay, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them.
I do like the There were two fire sets that I actually did like. I like the fire truck that comes with the burger stand.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was still working on my city, and I thought that'd be pretty cool. Like I could have the fire truck, and I could also have the restaurant in there.
Yeah.
So, but this table is what my city was on, so my city's kind of dead now. Because
so you took apart your city?
Well, to an extent, I didn't have the like the time to put into it right now. So
That's
but I
fair.
wanted to be able to make more videos, so I wanted to have this desk space cleaned out. I did keep some of my stuff together. I'm gonna pick up my laptop here for a second. I don't know if you can see that shelf over there.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, I put like my buildings that were like either from real sets or like there's a few custom built stuff up there. So it's just like I'm just gonna have like a skyline on my shelf because I can't take that shelf down apparently. So I had to find a use for it.
No, that's cool.
So you were saying something though. Yeah.
Oh, like Sky Police was a cool concept, like you were saying earlier, and it looks like for next year it might be regular police. It just says like police stuff, and it looks like I think it's just regular police next year. So
yeah, I was actually talking to a friend about it the other day. There was like a really wide abundance of 3 different things represented in Lego this year. Like there were 3 kind of like theme things that ran through different themes this year, like drones, because we got drones through Sky Police. I think we had a creator drone. We had 2 different drones in the Spider-Man sets. We got a big drone in the Jurassic line. Amusement parks, because like we have a Friends amusement park wave. We have some city amusement park stuff. We had Toy Story 4.
we had creator stuff.
Creator stuff. There's some elements in some of the Jurassic sets. And then I think the other one was just a continued presence of NASA.
Yeah.
NASA kind of sponsored those city space sets. And I think there's a creator spaceship too. And
yeah, there's a lot of NASA base type sets or whatever this year.
Ideas are kind of getting taken over by NASA, and I don't like that, actually, to be honest.
Neither do I. I think they just need to have a NASA theme, you know? Like,
yeah.
Clearly space is sounding amazing, so.
But, like, you know, like, it frustrated me that when they did the fan vote on ideas, it frustrated me that the space station won over something like Stitch. Because I understand why, because NASA actually promoted it and all that, but I feel like maybe they shouldn't have been allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you're right. I mean, if Disney would have promoted Stitch, it would have totally got won, you know? Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it is annoying.
With ideas sets, I don't, like, you know, to this day, the only idea set I have is the Big Bang set. The Friends set is going to be my next one. I am gonna get the Flintstones one. I'm not gonna miss out on that. I'm getting that eventually because I was a big fan of the Flintstones as a child, so I wanted as like nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also want to get. Well, my family wants me to get the Steamboat Willie set, but I'm not getting it until I can get it cheaper than like I'm not paying $120 Canadian for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth that at its price. I think it's 100 or 90 in the U.S. Let's see, Steamboat Willie.
It's not worth.
It's an okay set. Like honestly, I'd be fine paying 40 for it. Like no more than 40 for me.
Mm-hmm. That's
like I know a guy that can get me discounted Lego. Like I'm getting 2 of the Hidden Side sets. Okay, so if you're watching this, you get an early preview at a haul, right? Technically, I don't have them yet. They'll be here tomorrow. I'm getting 2 Hidden Side sets for 40% off each. And they don't have the boxes, but they're sealed in the bag. So I got the high school and the train for 40% off. Because I know a guy, right? A middleman. And so, like, he can't get me, like, direct-to-consumer sets at a good deal. But in the past, one of my friends, he bought the new Death Star, the newer variant, the 2016 one. And it's usually a $500 set. He bought it from him for like $320 and sold it to me for $336. So I got a sealed in the bag Death Star, no box, for $336. So
I gotta tell you, it irritates me that you have the Death Star when you don't even like, and you still haven't seen Star Wars.
I like it because it's something that when I was a kid, I'd always look in the Lego magazines. I'm like, I want
Yeah,
this. So I got it for more nostalgia purposes. Not because I know
that
anything
would
about the Star Wars. So
very much frustrates me.
that's fair. That's fair. Is it 100% real Lego? Yes. He's a middleman. That's the thing. That's what he is. So, like, he will pay the prices that the toy stores get it at. And that's why it's hard for him to get direct-to-consumer sets. So, like, he asked me,
Right.
hey, do you want
Yep.
any more hidden side sets? I could get it to you 40% off. And I'm like, well, I'm broke as heck right now, but I'm not going to say no to 40% off the school and the train, So,
So
I
he's
already
kind of
have the
like
box.
a wholesaler.
What happened?
He's kind of like a wholesale.
Kind of, yeah.
That's what my uncle does that, but with clothing. That's sort of what he does. So that's why.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. So everybody who watches the stream, my next haul, even though I don't know when it's going to come out yet. But I think that's cool because saving 40% off the train, which is $80 set in the USA, and then saving 40% off the high school, which is a $130 set.
Yeah.
And then not having to pay tax or anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a great deal. So
Yeah, it is.
that means that I need to reach out to him again to see if he can get me the rest of them eventually. Like, I'm not going to buy any more crap till I'm back at work, which is really soon. I think I go back on the 17th. I think that's what my boss was saying. So 17th, and
Okay.
yeah. So then I'll start buying stuff again. So
Yeah, because you'll be making money again. So
yeah.
yeah, I just started my new job this week, and I don't know when I get paid. So, but I went from one job to another, so I'm still getting paid for the other job. Like I still have another paycheck from the other job before I get cut off payroll. So,
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
I'm not broke. So, but I do need to I need to cut back.
Yeah, Lego's an
Because
expensive hobby, so.
Well, and it's just that I've kind of like, so like last year was the first year that I had a full-time job, and I had the funds to be able to actually build up the collection a bit.
Yeah.
And then I was off because it was a seasonal thing. I was off from November till April. I couldn't find anything else, and I ended up taking a course on the side, so I couldn't really work anyway because I was taking a course. And then but then when I started working at this place again this summer, and then add on to that I was now doing YouTube, I started taking advantage of every opportunity to get something.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
Actually, I got it's probably the dumbest clearance haul in history. Like, to me, it seems like a really dumb clearance haul. I got 3 sets on Friday that should have at original retail be $80. I got them for $15.
Oh dang, that's a great deal, dude.
I mean, well, yeah, but it's nothing like. So like, it's so dumb. The Duplo Toy Story train. It was $5. What?
I said that's so cool.
I mean, I just really wanted to have the Woody and Buzz just because I thought they were adorable. So like, I put them in a different place than the rest of my stuff. But I also ended up getting a second one of those because I have a 2-year-old cousin that's going to be staying with his family, like coming up with his family this week. So I thought me and my cousins are trying to get him into the hobby already, like start him young. So I got a second one of that for him, and then I got one of the Star Wars buildable figures because it was $5, and I'd always wanted to try one of them.
Yeah.
I have no interest in going and looking for the others now, really, unless they were all $5, in which case I'd go looking for most of them. But I don't know. It just stands out on my shelf as something different, so that's good
I
enough
mean,
for
might
me.
as well, man. I mean, if you can get it for that good of a deal, might as well
Yeah.
take the opportunity and buy them, you know?
But I mean, I just mean like, I didn't really need to buy the Bat Mech set this week, because I think I messaged you about doing this stream last week. So like at the time, my goal was, well, if we're gonna do the stream, then I'm gonna get this particular set because I wanted an excuse to get the Shazam set. Because I wanted to get it out of the way. I wanted to get that figure. I was like,
Yeah.
well, if we're live streaming, then that gives me an excuse to get a bigger set to do the video for. And then I ended up buying the Bat sub because I was just checking off older sets off my list. And then I looked online and I thought it said the Bat Mech was on clearance. So on my lunch break, I went over to Walmart to pick it up, but it wasn't on clearance. But because I had come all this way, I just ended up buying it for retail.
Yeah, you're like, might as well.
But after building it, I'm like, did I need to buy it? I mean, like, I like the set, but did I need to buy it right now after I just bought the Bat sub and after I plan on buying the Batwing this weekend?
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
I mentioned this earlier when you were gone. I actually had to get into contact with customer service over the Bat Mech because I pulled out one of the pieces in it and it was warped.
Oh, dang. What piece was warped?
I'll grab the set here. Maybe. Where's the... Let's see if I can find it. I don't know. It's not really going to show up on camera. That's the thing. Because it's like so much. But like this piece right here. That.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll show you. Like. So. See how I can't really get that to go in there.
Okay.
It won't it barely fits. I had to force it in there. Like if I just another copy of the piece down here, if I just take that off, it just goes in completely easy.
Okay.
So the piece is warped. So I did customer service, but when I went on to the request, usually you can just because it's such a regular piece or regular enough piece that it wouldn't be a big hassle. You just go in, you put in the set number, and then you request the part.
Yeah.
The part wasn't on the list of parts that you could request. So I had to go into their chat room customer service thing to request the piece. And it was a lengthy process. But at the end of the day, the piece is coming, so hopefully I should get that within a week or so at this point, because it would have shipped Thursday. So hopefully it comes in the next week or so. Because I just didn't bother putting the sticker on this, so the set's technically not complete until, in my eyes, till I get the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
But I'm just glad that after all these years, that's the only major piece I've ever anything that's ever gone wrong with the set. It's the only time actually, it's funny because that wasn't the only thing that was messed up about the set.
What else was messed up with that?
I made a mistake. 1 second. What's going on here? Oh, I need a brick separator. They gave me 2 sticker sheets for it.
Oh, that's a good thing. That isn't a mess up. That's a good thing.
Well, it's a mistake, but it's a good mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
So a positive and a negative.
That's true. So I had a mistake happen. So I ended up buying a sealed 2005 Alpha Team set, right? And it was called Snow Eagle or whatever. And I opened up the set and I started building it. Once I had opened up all the bags, but I don't think the bags were numbered. And I built everything. I'm like, why do I have so many pieces left over? And I realized they had put a duplicate of one of the bags inside. And so I had all these really these spare pieces that are in rare colors in the I don't know, sand light blue color. So I was really happy with that. I thought that was really cool. So
Yeah. No, but and that's the thing is that I could put the stickers on this warped piece and just wait for the other one to come, and then I could put the stickers on the good piece.
yeah,
But I'd rather keep that like somewhere in my collection as like a weird piece that I got, so I don't want to put the stickers on it.
yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's smart what you're doing. So
Not that it would probably ever be worth anything, but I don't know. That misprinted figure I pulled out of a Star Wars set during my Star Wars week, when I posted it on Instagram, I got offered like $90 for it, but I was like, no, I think I'm gonna hold on to it if it's like if people want to pay that much. I'm
you
just
know
gonna
who
hold on to
offered
it.
you 90? Or you don't have to say. Actually, like
No, I don't know. I don't know. It was like the offer came from someone, a prominent person in the community. Like I want to say that, but like it wasn't him that was making. It was someone he knew was making the offer through him.
okay, that makes sense. What's going on at EH
Oh, he's here. I'll be on soon. Okay.
Hey, why 2 dislikes? Come on, guys. Come on.
Dislike.
Smash the like button.
There's only like 5 people here, so it narrows it down a bit.
People that just hate their lives, you know? That's why.
No, I know. I actually I don't let it. I don't care. I think it's because like on like every other thing of social media I had before this channel, like it was always private, so I never really had any stuff about dislikes happen to me, so it doesn't bother me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I've got like 4 subscribers while you were gone, actually, so now I'm at like 41. So
Oh, it's awesome.
50 continues.
It says you have 43 now, so.
Yeah. 7 to go. What's going on here?
Mason's in the house. What's going on, Mason?
Well, that's my cousin who was on there last time, actually.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, Mason, it happened. I bought more. Because he was there with me when I bought the Batmobile, because I wasn't going to buy the Batmobile because I bought in the entire Lego Movie 2 wave that day already.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up buying it because I don't know, I think we each kind of convinced each other to buy it because, like, he doesn't really collect DC. That's only, like, his second DC set ever. But, it's a nice model. So, like, I think we kind of each convinced each other to get it because, like, we hardly ever see each other. That was the first time we'd seen each other in 3 years. So we were like, this is our opportunity to build, like, same set at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much why we both got it, so we could.
I mean, plus it's a really nice set, you know?
Oh yeah, the Batmobile is one of my favorite sets of the year, honestly. I just didn't want. I didn't really want to buy it at the time, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I gotta try sending EH that. Or do you think you can send EH that invite? Or
I don't have his email. Actually, let's see. I can try. Let's see.
I don't know how to send it. I had to copy the link, and just because when I hit Gmail, it connected to business email. I didn't want to be sending stuff to business email, so I had to manually open another tab and go into my personal email. What's missing? I gotta say this bag's been kind of repetitive because like they have you build the wings twice, obviously, but they split it up. So you kind of forget that you have to build a second wing because you start working on the cockpit section. No, he left. Okay, so we lost EFAB for a second. I don't know where he went to, but I'm sure he'll be back. Okay, so we're finishing up the second wing of the bat wing here. Wow, 90 minutes. I'm actually kind of impressed this thing held out that long. I was worried with my internet being not the best right now. Finally got the pod racer. Okay. Did you get the walker? You gotta get the walker. Oh, yeah. But I'm building the racer right now. Oh. Oh, be back. Hey, where'd you go? You there? You there, BFab? You there, BFab? I'm very confused now. Well, we'll wait to sort this stuff out. We have the bottom half of the Batwing complete here. Everything else is done. We just have to finish up the Batwing. I gotta say, worth the value right now because I just feel like for what you're paying, there's like a substance, like there's an amount of substance here. So I do think right now that this is a good set, and I'm gonna complete it shortly. But I am gonna try to figure out what's going on with BFab because it says he's connected, but I don't know if he's. Yeah, he just disconnected, so let's see what's going on there. Okay, BFab has another call, so we'll be back in a second. I can't hear you. It's not letting me rejoin. It's just loading. Oh, well, you might not be hearing me because I'm not talking at the moment. That was an old message. Oh, okay. Um, But can you hear me now? Time Master Genesis. Hello there. And I only have one answer for that. General Kenobi. Here, let's not let me join one. That's weird because you were on here and then it, but I couldn't hear you. I don't know if you were on here but you weren't talking. I can try sending the invitation again. Maybe that will work. Sent you another invite. See if that works. Okay, we're trying to figure out how to get BFAB back on. Yes, the publisher does have a lot of stickers. Yes, Podchaser does have a lot of stickers. Yeah, I sent you invite again, BFAB. I don't know if you got it. But I'll wait till we get this sorted out before I open the last bag there. Hopefully we get it sorted out. Zabarak the Lego Builder says hello. Hello? Welcome. We're attempting to get this back on the road. Instantly subscriber as a join. Well, thank you. Thank you. We're trying to hit 50. I think we're at like 45 now, so every little bit counts. We're trying to get BFAB back on here and waiting to hear back from EH Bricks. Brother from Another Bricks trying to get back on.
Hey, what's going on?
We're back. We're good.
Okay. All right, you gonna hear me fine?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I asked EH for his email, so we'll see if he gets back to me, and then I'll invite him.
So I DM'd it to him on Instagram, and then that's when it wouldn't let me rejoin.
Oh, okay.
And then I kept rejoining. It was just loading, and then it's saying like my internet or my 4G was bad, so I switched over to my laptop. So
okay,
we'll see how that works out.
Okay, so you sent him the link, or
if internet DMs are working correctly, because those messages I sent you was like 30 minutes ago.
Well, I didn't have my internet on. I turned off my data for a little bit.
Well, yeah, but also the DMs on Instagram aren't really working the best now for some reason. Like every time I try to send a message, it has a little like arrow thing for me.
Yeah, it has that with me too, but I thought that was just internet because like if that happens, I usually just turn my data on to send it, and then it sends. I don't know.
Yeah. I always have my data on. It's just not working. I don't know. It must be some Instagram glitch or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll get notifications that says someone sent me a message, but I have to like flick down on the thing and refresh it to actually see the message,
Yeah, yeah.
which is different than it used to be. But okay, so you sent a link, so we'll see if he. It says he says he's on, like he's on. It says he was active.
Yeah.
I sent him a message, so we'll see. I don't know. I know with all the. I don't know. I'm not sure. Messengers on Instagram are really slow now. It's just really bad optimized now. Someone in the chat said that.
Yeah.
This stream's been very good for my channel so far, I'd say, because like I've gotten 6 subscribers now. The unfortunate thing though is now I have to keep uploading.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Oh, so there are like, so there's like this little bag of the new accessory type things in this. And like there are hubcaps in here. I don't know where they're supposed to, I don't think all these are supposed to be used. Because
maybe some spare ones.
Hmm?
Maybe some spare ones, kind of like what they do with Speed Champions, I think. So.
Well, no, it's like these are new for this wave.
Yeah.
But it might be something like that where, because like they have to design these to be used as many times as possible, right? Like So like we might use some of these, but the other ones might not. Like I do know, I'm pretty sure these hubcap pieces do get used in the Mr. Freeze set.
Yeah.
Which also has this bag of parts, so maybe that's it. Oh, I think we just kind of had a lag there for a second.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag sometimes, but I see a Zabarak.
Hmm?
Oh, Zabarak is leaving? Zabarak?
Yeah, thanks for joining though for a little bit. Time is it anyway? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Hopefully, EH can come on for a little bit, but I won't be able to really stick around much after the set's built because we have plans for the evening. But
yeah,
we'll see. He's not. I don't know. I know. I honestly, I don't know. He might not come on. I don't know if he has a StreamYards account. I don't know if he's gonna want to make one. So.
Yeah, that's true. I know, like he does a lot of stuff through Discord, so.
And OBS. That's
yeah.
we wanted. Let's start using. Send him one more thing here. Right. Okay, so yeah, basically now it's just finishing up the Batwing itself. I do really like the curves on what's here so far.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
They use the new like half, like the 2x4. It's like a triangle tile that used to be like, it looks like one 2x2 tile cut in half.
Yeah.
Which just kind of like showed up last year. Use that to smooth around the edges. I think that looks really good.
Agreed. Yeah.
It definitely, like, this one definitely feels a lot like I know when the images came out, people thought that the Batmobile looked a lot like the old movie version. I definitely think this one looks a lot more like the old movie version of the ship. So that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, I took apart a bunch of my Batman sets. I'm just trying to. If I'm gonna get Batman sets at this point, they're just gonna be like sets that are like something. Like there has to be something about them that I actually want besides the figures. Because I bought a lot of DC sets just for the figures, and it's just I now actually have a direct source where I can get figures from for loose. So I'd rather just pay a little extra to get the figures through there than buy a set I don't want for figures now.
I mean, that works out. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you don't have to buy the set, but you don't care for it, then just get the figs, right? So yeah.
You just got me leggy there for a second.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, I mean, might as well, if you're not going to, if you don't care for the set, might as well just get the figs. So
like what is it? One of the sets you were just talking. No, it wasn't on your list. There's a set that I completely forgot existed because I hated everything about it except a few of the figures. The it was like released in 2016. It was a new version of the Bat Tank.
okay.
And it had like a Killer Croc with like those, like people made fun of it because it had like the teeth thing that opened and closed as you pushed along.
Yep.
So like that set was like really terrible. To me, at least the Bat Tank was okay. Like the Killer Croc build like kind of ruined the set for me.
Do you have the set or
no? It was one of the ones that was out of my price range. But like that's I don't have any interest in tracking it down, but I would like to get the Captain Boomerang figure from that set and the Katana.
Katana? Yeah, I have the set. I actually like the set. I'm probably one of the few people that actually do like it because the Killer Croc vehicle I think is unique. It's not like a cool looking vehicle. It's just different. Neither is the Bat Tank.
To me, it reminds me of like a Chima, like something that they designed for Chima and then just didn't end up using because the theme canceled.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. Yeah. I wish it more looked like the vehicle I was talking about, that old Bat Tank or whatever. That looks amazing.
I was thinking about that. I was like, that's why he got it. He likes the old Bat Tank.
Yeah, but that one goes for way too much money. And when you're buying old Batman sets, like the only old Batman set I have right now is the old Killer Croc set.
Okay, I do have that one too. I bought it secondhand years ago, and it was $25. Well, that's a great deal. I opened it, and no, I was completely realized it wasn't.
Oh, that sucks.
But it was so cheap, like for what it was, figures were there. It was really enough at the end of the day because I really wanted that Batman because it was the one first video game. Again, it was and time Killer Croc was like the one Batman villain I didn't have. Because they hadn't remade him. So at the time, I didn't really mind. The only thing that actually was really missing. So like I could rebuild the set. Like I could get the missing parts from that store that I told you about, the Lego store in my area. It was the Killer Croc speeder.
Okay.
Printed pieces on that, so those would be impossible to track down. Pretty much, like cheaply.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I know I got the set like 2 years ago for like maybe $90, I think it was.
Yeah, that's
sealed in the bags, but so it was sealed in the bags. It had the stickers, and I was waiting to give it to my brother as a gift because I'm like, he loves the set. When he was a kid, he's a Marine, and when he came to visit us, by that time I lost his sticker sheet for the set.
No.
I mean, there's some stickers included in there.
Yeah.
I think it's like only like the bat symbol on the boat.
Yeah.
I think the rest are printed.
I do still have the little speeder built.
Yeah.
That popped out the back because I thought that was cool. And again, it was something that was kind of nostalgic to me because, again, my first exposure to Batman was the video game, and McDonald's had like Happy Meal toys from it. And back then, I used to go to McDonald's a lot more than I do now. And I had this little toy of the Bat boat. You could push the bat signal on the glass cockpit, and it would shoot that little speeder at the back.
Yeah.
So I keep the little speeder together because it reminds me of my childhood. So yeah.
Nice.
So I just got a message from you, but this keeps happening.
Yeah, this is a delayed message. I just got a message from you.
Oh.
So, Instagram just sucks, so.
Yeah, I got a message back from EH. I said, I think BFAT sent you the link, and he said, yeah, he did, but I haven't heard anything, and he hasn't jumped on, so I don't know if he doesn't have StreamYards, or we'll see. Yeah, it's funny, because he got the message from me, this keeps happening. Well, what keeps happening? I hear fine. Yeah. But no, honestly, like, I do feel like this software has worked a lot better than when we were doing Hangouts, because, like, you remember the first time we got cut off twice.
Yeah.
At like 30 minutes in, both times. And here we are, almost 2 hours. Crap, I gotta get this done. Here we are, almost 2 hours, and we had a few interruptions, but I honestly do feel like I think I know what caused the thing that booted you off the last time.
Mm-hmm.
No, we just need like I said, the internet here is just not the best right now, and especially like the last 2 days we've been hit with a lot of rain up here, so the internet was trash the last 2 days. So, but it seems to be better today. Oh,
yeah, that's fair.
EH is trying to get on. All right, here it comes.
All right. So I failed typing my name because I have my computer sideways, so it's EH Bricks.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's my fault.
Welcome.
Thank you. Oh, there we go.
Wow, your audio is crystal clear. Using the Blue Yeti, EH?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just using my laptop mic, so.
Yeah, I'm using my laptop mic right now too, and plug in my my Blue Yeti. So
I don't even know if I have if my mic or if my laptop has a mic. I don't even use this computer for a whole lot. I don't edit on it. It's like a Windows, and I don't edit on it because I don't know. I like Apple more for.
Yeah, well,
editing.
I'm using it right now, so.
Yeah.
I am gonna get a new laptop eventually, because this is a shared one. But I don't think I'm going to be. I want to get an Apple, and right now through work I have an opportunity to get the newest MacBook and only pay, do a barn plan, so I don't have to pay it all up front. But I don't really want to sign that type of contract right now.
Yeah.
But it's like a student type plan, so I don't think it'd be that bad of an investment.
Yeah. It sucks. You can't see the YouTube chat on here too, like Hangouts.
Well, you can actually.
You can?
the host can see it, but nobody else can from that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I keep switching back and forth.
Which is good because I had to then I could save my internet by not having another copy of the stream set up so I could watch the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to be able to do that because it's sideways for me.
Yeah.
I'm filming the set that I have right now for the stop motion. So
Yeah.
That's dope. That's cool.
yeah.
Based on what I saw in the picture, that is DC related.
Yeah, it's a Batman one.
Just because I could see the Joker henchman from 2012.
Yeah, I got a Joker henchman from 2012. I got some older ones from 2006 and stuff, and then I have one from a Spider-Man set because I don't know, he just kind of fits.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it just kind of fits with the theme because I'm trying to finish this DC set off now.
Yeah. Oh, is that the Shazam one?
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's pretty much the main reason why I got it.
I like the police car build and
Yeah, I do.
the-
It reminds me a lot of it's like really thin,
yeah.
really thin. But it reminds me a lot of like the style of the police car from the Simpsons set a couple years
Mhm.
ago.
Yeah.
Except it's thinner than that one was, I'm pretty sure. But
Also, I like the Batwing. I like the more rounded shape.
yeah, I do too. It's not I haven't finished it yet, but I gotta turn off my data here because I was using it to message you. So I don't need that anymore. Yeah. So she said you were away earlier or something. So you said that you start school this week, you said?
Yeah, I start school this week. I start Tuesday. I don't know why they
A few kids. No, I'm just kidding around.
I don't know why they
Days.
I don't know why they didn't just do on Monday. But I mean,
I don't know. I always liked it when we did it like that because then you don't start with a full week. You start with like an abridged week.
yeah, I like that too, but I don't know. It seems weird to just start on Tuesday.
Yes. One year we started on a Thursday.
I
And then
remember in third or second grade, we started on a Friday, which I thought was pointless, but
Yeah. Well, no, but like one year started on a Thursday, and then the Friday was an early dismissal.
yeah.
Because early dismissals are a lot more prominent in Canada, I think, for some reason.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. Like I remember watching like a TV show of something in America, and it was like a big deal when it was a half day. I don't know. Like how often would you say you?
Last year we started on Wednesday, so it's kind of like I think it's just whatever fits the schedule.
Well, no, I meant like half days. You know, early dismissal type thing.
Like how often during the school year?
Yeah,
I'd say probably 3 to 4.
yeah. Like we usually would have one a month.
Oh, really? That's pretty nice.
But yeah, so like we started on a Thursday. Friday was an early dismissal, and then Monday was Labor Day, so we didn't have school.
That's really nice, actually.
That was a great way to start the year.
Where is? Looking for the.
But I am glad to be out of it.
Yeah. Well, I got like 6 more years left because college.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, but that's you know,
college isn't really school.
yeah. Sometimes it's worse.
I can't relate. I haven't been in college.
I've heard a lot of good things about college, so I'm not too worried.
No, I know.
I think flipping burgers is the way to go. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, no, PFAB, I thought you were a dancer.
Oh yeah, I mean barista.
Like a really old thing.
So,
A long time.
He's a chef. He's a dancing chef barista.
Oh. Who
that would be the job.
moonlights in, I think, a grocery store.
I still need to go to college, but here's the thing: I'm more looking into trade stuff. Like, I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not rich, but like, you know, my dad has done fine. You know, as a diesel technician, you know, making easily from $100 grand to $150 a year, and I feel like I could live on that money. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
You know, there's a big push up here to get people into trades because like the workforce is retiring.
yeah,
And like people don't like a lot of the, you know, because we're kind of pushed from a young age to not want to do that, right? You know, like there's like the stereotype, like you don't want to end up as a plumber thing, you know, like study hard because you don't want to work the mentality. Whereas now they're realizing, oh, we actually need people in those jobs. Why did we spend so much time telling kids they shouldn't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: plumbers. I feel like a lot of people don't want to do that job, but I've had a friend. He took a 6 months course, right, and he already has a apprenticeship, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And then plumbers easily can make 60 to 100 grand a year. Now, that's not like the most money, but literally you could go and work at a grocery store and make 25, 30K. You could be a plumber and make 60 to 100K.
Yeah. I actually don't know how much. I don't know what the wage at my job is right now. I don't know. I have to wait till I get my first pay. I just didn't really want to ask,
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go to college and get my bachelor's degree in plumbing.
what?
I think it's just a certificate you get.
I want to become a director. So I'm looking at all the film schools and stuff. They have pretty high credentials, but
Yeah.
I fit both of them because I mean you don't have to be like you have to perform like incredibly at school, but I already do, so I'm pretty happy about that. So that's what I want to do. That's my goal. Probably second is like pro basketball player, but that's probably
They're very separate dreams, though.
yeah.
Sure.
Very separate. But
Wait a second. I know.
what I'm looking for is I want to get into a good film school like USC, and I'm pretty sure that USC has a basketball team. So if I could just try and play for them too, I could do both. So
Trying to. What's this? What the options?
I'm looking for the Batwing, but I don't know where it is.
Hey, BFAB, is there a way? Because you don't have your camera on, and I'm just looking at this. Is there a way to have just mine and EH's on, or?
Not that I know.
Okay.
But I'm
That's
so
fine.
used to this whole thing, so
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, this kind of. For now, that's fine. Just give a little sneak peek of what EH is working on.
I cannot find. I have no idea where it is.
Which one are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Batwing. I can't find it. It was literally.
It's right here. That's why.
Hmm?
It's right here. That's why I can't find it.
I'm trying to find the 2012 one. I haven't seen
It's
it.
also right over here. That's why you can't find it.
I guess you took all of my Batwings, man.
Yeah, I don't know how. Somehow.
You know what? Fine. This Batcopter will have to do.
Wait, is it the 2014 one?
I think so.
Well, I guess they've only done the one, so.
I feel like they've done more.
Well, they did one in the original, like the original Batman stuff.
And they did one with Scarecrow recently.
Oh, right. Yeah, the one that BFAB just said he liked in his video the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like it, honestly.
Yeah, I had to disagree a little bit with that video, but it's fun.
No, I feel like BFAB, I feel like it's kind of cheating when, like I said, I feel like if I made a list like that, I'd have to only pick sets that I own. And at the same time, it just kind of feels like cheating when the two best sets, in your opinion, are UCS stuff, because they're always going to be better than the most part.
That's not true. I don't think the UCS, the original Batmobile, is that good.
I know, but he put it at number 2.
I know,
I
but
was like, huh?
I think it's like for me, it's like I took a lot of time trying to like make my choices. Like I had so many different lists that didn't include the UCS stuff, but I'm like, if realistically, right, if I didn't have any of this stuff, if I had no Batman sets, what would be the 10 sets I'd pick? And that's what I kind of based on.
But that's why I'm gonna do like top 10 that I own. So
if I had to choose a top 10, I'd probably go with. It's gonna be hard. I'd probably have to go with the. Actually, give me a little bit of time to think. I'm gonna have to think of it.
but see, that's the thing, is that I don't have a whole lot of DC, because like as much as I wanted to get into the wave when it came out, I then fell in love with Marvel over DC. So
Yeah, Marvel is better than DC.
I personally, I think I like DC sets, or I have more DC sets, and so I like more.
They are definitely putting more effort into them right now. So,
But I haven't bought a DC set in 4 years, maybe. So, actually, is that true?
wow.
I don't know. I mean, I collected the whole Lego Batman movie CMF series, so that could count.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm really excited for like the rumors of the comic CMF DC series in January.
Yeah.
Because like I'm lowering my expectations though, because like on sites like Instagram and Eurobricks, they're all going on and on about like they're wish listing these insanely obscure characters. And I'm like guys, let's be honest, it's like more than likely it's just gonna be characters we've gotten before with a few new ones, but they're gonna be like the best detailed versions of the characters.
I can see that possibly happening. I was surprised though that we were even getting a DC series. Like that
Got
was
it.
so unexpected.
There we go. It's
What
very
a beauty.
dusty.
Hmm?
The Batwing.
No, what did BFAB said something, but I didn't hear him.
Oh, I said what a beauty. I was saying the set's a beauty.
Oh, I meant you said something about the CMFs. You like surprised we were getting one at all?
Oh yeah, I was surprised we were getting one at all because it just kind of seems out of
Yeah, it does. But like the way I see it is like, so the Batman Series 2 didn't sell that well, like, as well as the first one. And I feel like that's the reason why we're not going to get a lot of obscure characters, because the second series is pretty much made up of obscure characters and they didn't sell.
Was it really Black Canary, Hugo Strange? I don't feel like they're really obscure.
Oh, I know they're not all obscure, but like
I feel like
Hugo
the first
Strange
series
is
had
not-
more obscure characters.
I don't even remember Series 2 coming out. That's the thing. I have one minifigure from that series, but I don't even remember when it came out or like the characters that were in it. I just like
January 20 last year.
last year.
Whatever that was.
2018.
2018, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why they did that. That was kind of
The main reason why I like that series more than the first series is because it finally let me get an Alfred. So because I couldn't plug in the back at the time,
yeah.
so let me get an Alfred, and that was all I. And then yeah, well you're right though. Hugo Strange and Black Canary aren't that obscure, but like characters like the Wonder Twins, like I didn't know who they were.
Oh, I knew who those were.
It's funny because one of my best friends knew who they were too, and he doesn't even like DC, but he knew who the Wonder Twins were.
They're from Super Friends.
Super Friends,
like a 60s show or 50s, 70s.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up watching the old cartoons, so
yeah. I mean, my dad grew up with it, so I was very little, like probably 3 or 4, when he showed them to me, and it was like a box set.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like my dad hated DC for the most part. He always preferred Marvel because he didn't grow up with them, but like he grew up as he got older. He grew up with the X-Men cartoon series from the 90s.
Yeah.
And then like the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s.
Oh yeah.
So we did binge the X-Men series when I was younger, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Marvel
was like, before the MCU and everything, Marvel was lame. Like they were really like no one outside of people who read the comics knew about them too much. Like they knew the name, like Iron Man, maybe Thor. I don't know if anyone outside of like being a comic book fan, I don't think anyone knew that Thor was a superhero.
That's the thing. The MCU had to start by building up with characters that nobody knew for the most part, because they sold the X-Men and they sold Spider-Man.
Yep.
And they sold Hulk technically for a while, but then they got him back. But like, so like, whereas like that's the thing. The DCEU should have had that advantage at the start because they had all their characters, but then they screwed it up for the most part.
Yeah, because they hired people like Zack Snyder.
You know what? I actually really like some of his stuff. So
Watchmen is okay. I'll give you that.
Nolan's better. Nolan's better than Snyder.
yeah,
Oh,
Nolan
definitely. He's better all around. He's a better filmmaker. When he actually had the DC characters, he adapted them better than.
That's the thing, because that's why I love the Dark Knight trilogies. It just feels so more like it. It feels like it could actually happen because there's no one has powers in their movies.
The thing that makes me laugh about, I sometimes see clips from interviews from like Zack Snyder when he was being interviewed for like Batman v Superman. He's giving like explanations on like how Batman isn't really killing people and how like
No, I watched that Batmobile. Like I watched that fire hit that guy on the truck. I'm sorry.
and how like the bad guys are just associated with like what happens. Like it's literally the dumbest explanation.
Oh,
And
no,
then,
like,
didn't he later come out and say that Batman did kill people?
yeah, he did eventually. He's
I don't-
like, you know what? You know what? He was like it was back in March or something. He spoke to a group of film students, and he was like, people were upset because their clean and innocent Batman, who's always been a murderer, was now a murderer. I was like, no, he wasn't always a murderer. I'm sorry. Did you not watch the Christopher Nolan trilogy?
He murdered. He had a gun early on in the comics. He used a gun, guys. He was always a murderer.
Yeah, but that was like way back in the 40s too, and that was back when he slept with Robin. So
Yeah.
Wait, Batman slept with Robin? What?
They shared a bed.
yeah,
Oh,
But that was like the 60s.
that was the 50s and 60s. Yeah, it's a funny story though, because there was never supposed to be an intent of anything like that. Like it wasn't supposed to mean anything. It was just what happened. But then people started to complain about it.
I really hope Joker doesn't suck.
Yeah, I think it's getting good buzz. I think it already won an award at some festival.
It was, I forgot what it was called. It was
Something from Venice.
something it was up in Canada, I think. It wasn't Cannes, but
Yeah, it is premiering in Toronto, I think.
yeah. But yeah, I really hope it doesn't suck. I hope. I don't really want Zack Snyder to make any more of those movies. I honestly, I thought that after Justice League, I thought they should have just like restarted everything.
Well,
Just pretend like none of that ever happened.
and they sort of are technically, because like the thing is,
Affleck's
Aquaman-
gone. Affleck's gone.
Aquaman has
Cavill's
one
gone.
reference to Justice League, and that's it.
But like, what are they? Is like, but Aquaman's still there. Wonder Woman's still there. Who
Yeah.
knows what like Ezra Miller playing the Flash? Who knows
apparently
what
he
he's
is.
gonna do?
Apparently, he is still in the role.
But what are they gonna make him do? Like, they don't have any movies planned for him. I don't
They
think.
are finally trying to get the Flash going, but they've been trying to get it going since 2014. But
There was gonna be
The
a Justice League movie in like 2008.
yeah, and that was like that. They were ready to start shooting that.
I know they finished writing it and stuff, and I remember like during that time, I remember seeing like fan trailers and stuff in like 2008. But I was like really young back then, so like
You thought it was real.
I thought it was real, and I remember like talks about that movie, and like after reading about it and like watching videos about the movie itself, I think it could have been pretty good.
Yeah, it really does suck because it had like a very talented filmmaker attached to it with George Miller.
Yeah, I think we need to get like. I thought Shazam was okay. I don't know. I think if Joker fails, Joker and Batman, the Batman solo film or whatever they have planned,
The Batman.
I think if it doesn't perform well, I think that they should just.
Well, the thing is, Joker's not set in the same continuity.
Yeah, I know, but
So
so
they
is Jared Leto still technically Joker?
apparently, apparently there was rumor that he might actually end up being in what is it? The next one.
Suicide Squad 2.
No, Birds of Prey.
I can't
Guys,
believe
I
they're
gotta
making
head
that.
out and get some stuff done. Thanks for the invite. It was fun talking to you, Samson and EH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See ya, BFAB.
Yeah. What were you said Birds of Prey? What was it? What were you saying?
Suicide Squad 2 or Birds of Prey?
Yeah, Birds of Prey. That the rumor is he's in it. Not a lot. It's just pretty much to say that she dumped him,
Oh.
which I think's stupid because like that's the whole cost of the character is that she can't break free.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just dumb. Jared Leto is a terrible Joker, and he shouldn't have ever been cast as Joker in the first place. I can't believe they're making a second Suicide Squad. Like that. That movie was so terrible. Like I don't know how they're making
money.
Well, it made a ton of money from like the Hot Topic.
It was the most successful. Like until Wonder Woman came out, you could say it was the most successful DC movie because even though it made less than Batman v Superman, it performed much more than they expected it to.
And it sold a ton of merchandise.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like walking past like Hot Topic in the mall and like it was just filled with stuff like that. I don't even know. I have like a Suicide Squad thing. I don't even know why. It's not like a shirt or like I think it's like one of those Funko things.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I got it. I have no clue. I think it was like an arcade thing. Like I won it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I'm pretty sure it's like the shirtless Jared Leto. So I don't need it.
The thing is, like, I honestly feel like the next Suicide Squad has potential because it's being handled by a competent filmmaker.
Yeah.
Like James Gunn is great.
He's good, but he puts out some iffy stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he was involved in that superhero horror movie that came out this year.
Brightburn. Yeah.
Brightburn. I enjoyed it a little bit. I thought parts were okay. It was very rushed, I think. There was like no time to breathe. Everything just happened super suddenly. And it sets up for like a universe, but I don't think it's gonna happen because
No, I don't think
that movie made like any money at all. So yeah, I think that was not very good.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like what he did with the Guardians movies was good. Yeah. I know some people didn't like Volume 2 because they thought it was like too what's the word? Too self-serving because like pretty much every one of the Ravagers in that movie were friends of his in real life.
Yeah.
So like people kind of like just said like, well, he's just casting people he knows at this point, and it's kind of true. You know what the rumors that Dave Bautista would be in Suicide Squad and Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like they got Idris Elba on cast for it.
Oh, doesn't he play Deadshot?
No, they decided to change. Like the reason why it's taking longer to film is because they made the decision to rewrite it again, because they were gonna have him play Deadshot, but Will Smith expressed like he wanted to come back. He just couldn't do it for this one because of scheduling.
Yeah.
So they're rewriting it. So I think he's Braun Tiger now, which is a character that I actually do like on the Arrowverse. So maybe.
Yeah. So that's it, huh? We some kind of Suicide Squad. Will Smith was hilarious in that movie because he just wasn't very good.
I like how much I like when they roasted in the Lego Batman movie.
They did? I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's like when all the like when they leave Arkham, all the criminals are like, "Let us help you," and he's like, "Yeah, like a movie about a bunch of criminals teaming up together. That'd be great." And like you made a joke about how implausible the idea is.
Yeah. Yeah, that I don't know. That whole movie was it's kind of funny, but not in the I didn't mind it when I first saw it, but like that's what happens usually.
Yeah.
My mind can be changed pretty easily through stuff like that because if you realize that a movie isn't very good, you're just I don't know. It's not too hard to change your mind when you see all the flaws.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just finished up the set now.
Oh, sweet.
I mean,
Batmobile.
no, Batwing.
Or Batwing.
I do have the Batmobile, though. It's just not up here.
I like the new Batmobile a little bit, but I don't like the front. I wish they just made it completely off the.
I just want to remember chat. Sorry.
I wish they just made it completely off the Keaton Batmobile instead of just putting the Batman little symbol in there. I think they should just made.
I think it's technically not supposed to be the Keaton Batmobile. It's technically supposed to be a scaled down version of the UCS one from 2006. I think that's what the designer said.
Really? I don't.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the 2006 Batmobile is my favorite because that's like the most faithful.
The UCS one, but yeah.
The regular, yeah.
No, I know, but that's what it's supposed to be based off of is the UCS one.
I think if the 2006 Batmobile had the wings that the smaller ones that the 2019 one has, that would be like perfect Keaton Batmobile. So maybe I might try when I get it and like modify it and make it look more like the Keaton Batmobile.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good set, I guess. You get kind of like the generic Joker that we've been getting for a while, except it's like a new torso, I think.
1 second, I just got to address something in the chat.
What's going on?
No,
I don't even know what people are saying.
There'll be no more modular buildings. There wouldn't be.
There'll be no more modulars.
I don't know. I think he asked me earlier if I thought someone asked me earlier if I had any, and I might have read it as like I might have read it wrong. So if that's I have no idea about the.
I hope that's not true.
There's one.
I really hope that that's not true.
Yeah, I just might have read the question wrong. I thought he was asking if I had any modulars. Might have said modular news, and I said there is I have none. So.
I love modulars. I think they sell all right. I mean, yeah, they're not really like a play set, but they're
no. The only one I really ever wanted was the Palace Cinema. To be fair, so.
That one is my favorite. I think it's a perfect corner piece. You can't really have some of them aren't really good corner pieces to have in like a city on like the very edge of a street. Yeah. The pet shop is good. It's just one to put in between. So is the
actually, yeah, the only two there are only like 3 or 4 that I would actually want. So Palace Cinema, the Parisian Cafe.
I need that one. I need to get that one.
Still available. The Detective's Office. I adored that one.
Yeah.
Because I just like the story that like there's like all these little details of a story told in there with like prohibition, but with cookies instead of alcohol.
Yeah, I really like the Detective's Office.
And what's the other? Oh, the diner from last year. I really like the look of that one.
I like the look of the diner too. Yeah.
I don't really like this one at all for this year. The garage. I just don't care.
I think it's all right. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I got a phone call coming, but it's okay. So my battery is going soon. So.
All right.
I'm just gonna start wrapping this up. So.
All right, sounds good.
So we've finished the Batwing and the Riddler heist set. We've got a Batwing that very much resembles the Keaton one in shaping. And I really do think this one's closer to it than any other version.
Really, I still think that 2006 is.
I feel like the 2006 one was too cartoony though. Like, because a lot of those sets were almost supposed to kind of tie in with the animated series, even though it was like years later.
Yeah.
We've got a Riddler helicopter, which I hate. It pretty much looks like the 1966, like the Batman.
Yeah.
And with a mix of the LexCorp helicopter from Batman v Superman. That's what it also reminds me of. Like, there's some stuff when I was building it, I thought like exactly that's taken from that set.
Some of those DCEU sets I didn't even know existed. I didn't know
Funny.
they made that giant one for
Justice League.
Justice League. I didn't know that they made a Wonder Woman set. I didn't know that they made.
I'm gonna be honest. Throughout the last few years, most of the DC sets I've gotten have just been the DCEU ones because I actually really do. The one thing that I like about the DCEU that I don't think for the most part you can complain about, I really like the costume designs. So I really like.
I don't know. I mean, personally, I'm a huge fan of the. When it comes to Superman, I definitely like the Christopher Reeve suit. There's something about that.
I mean, like, you're never gonna get that version right now as a figure, you know. So like,
yeah, I know.
I just feel like the most detailed versions of those characters have been DCEU figs. The only time we've gotten Batman with dual molded legs was in Batman v Superman, aside from Jokerland set had some, and the only time we've gotten Superman with dual molds was in Batman v Superman. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I personally like in movie scale, I don't really like them. I mean, the Superman minifig looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of the torso. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Superman design with like the crazy like the very thick S.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of like if you see like the Christopher Reeves, it has like way brighter colors. It's like very like you can tell the material, like what it's made of very well. Like it looks something that someone just could have like put together, but it looks just so authentic, and I don't know. It looks really nice. I'm a huge fan for some reason of the Keaton suits. I don't know why. I really like the look. I love the weird kind of molded like abs and stuff.
Yeah, molded helmet.
It's weird now, but it's
the helmet they had to like completely rip off and like forever ruin the suit in the second one.
Yeah, I know.
The helmet off and then like completely ruined.
But the thing is, it like tore like rubber. Like now in like like it tore off like he was just pulling rubber. Like now in like the Batman games and stuff, whenever he like takes off his helmet, it's like all like motorized and stuff. I love how he like just to take off his cowl, he just like tore it off, which I thought was kind of funny.
Just to continue wrap this up here, the battery is going fast. We have a safe that I really like because you can like turn the dial and it kind of looks like you're unlocking it, and the thing actually locks because of a mechanism on the inside.
Very cool.
We can unlock it. There we go. So because there's a Technic area that turns, you can actually lock the safe to an extent. And then finally, the police car, which I do think is probably my favorite build of the set, honestly, just because it's something that you can fit in other places.
Mm-hmm.
I tore apart my city entirely, by the way. This is the table that it was on.
Oh, wow.
I moved some city stuff up onto the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm going to just keep like a skyline type thing up there. So I'm probably going to put this police car up there as part of that display.
Mm-hmm.
It just fits into that. So, and then figures.
You should get some fishing line and like hang the Batwing.
Yeah, I tried on that once. It did. I didn't trust it, and I don't know. Standard center, 2019 Batman, standard figure. The Riddler figure, which I'm not a fan of, the new face.
Yeah, me neither.
Burns do not look good. But then we've got Commissioner Gordon, which to me looks a lot like the Nolan version.
Yeah. Even though we did get a Nolan.
No, I think this one's a lot better. If
Mhm.
this is supposed to be the Nolan version, this blows the old one out of the water to me.
I have the older Nolan.
Yeah, I have that one too. So that's why I like this new one better. And then finally, the star of the set for me, figure wise, our first Shazam. So
Does he have his hair?
no, he doesn't.
Uh,
But I have an extra, so
you could just use the newer Superman hair, I think.
that's what it is. So I have an extra of that Superman figure, so I can just take it from him.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I gotta wrap up because the battery's going here. But
All right.
so thanks. Thanks.
Yeah,
For,
no problem. See you stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So yeah.
all right.
Yeah. All right. See you.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to thank everyone that's tuned in at different points in the chat. It was a much more successful stream than the last time we did it. Samsonite Bricks is going to be coming back, hopefully, with more content shortly. I want to thank the 7 or 8 people that subscribed to me today. I really appreciate it. As I built this Batman set very slowly. And I will see you guys next time. I don't think I'm going to review this set because I just kind of showed off all the highlights in the build. I think I'm going to try to shy away from reviews now anyway and focus on different type of content. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you in the next one.